Welcome back to Joel Goldsmith Heart Training. We've been on a remarkable journey through the 7 steps. In Step 1, we discovered that our true origin is spirit. Call no man your father upon the earth. In Step 2, we release the grip of personal possession and open to infinite supply. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Today, Step 3 takes us somewhere even more intimate, somewhere that touches grief, loss, and restoration at their very root. The statement is from Jesus' prayer in John 17, "The glory which I had with thee before the world was." And Goldsmith transforms it into a present tense declaration. "The glory I had in the beginning with thee, Father, is still mine." Before I say another word, let me invite you to just feel those words for a moment. The glory, still mine. The spiritual self was never born and can neither age nor die. It embraces within itself every requisite by right of divine sonship as joint heir with Christ in God, thereby eliminating struggle, effort, or striving for that which we naturally inherit. Not striving, inheriting. These are opposite movements of consciousness. One comes from fear, the other from identity. Heart training is the practice of shifting from striving to inheriting every single day. Foundational narrative. The unfolding of the Christ idea. As the meaning of the 7 passages unfolded for Joel S. Goldsmith, he realized that spiritual truth cannot remain theoretical. Each principle must become a living realization in consciousness. This is especially true when we approach the statement, "I and the Father are one." For many people, this statement seems to refer only to Jesus Christ. But in the mystical tradition, the statement reveals something universal. Goldsmith explained, "The I that said I and the Father are one was not the personal Jesus but the Christ, the divine self of man." In other words, the statement reveals the true identity of every individual. The declaration appears in the Gospel of John. "I and my Father are one," John 10:30. At first glance, this may seem like a claim of personal divinity, but the mystical interpretation reveals something deeper. The I in this statement does not refer to a human personality. It refers to the Christ consciousness, the divine presence within every individual. As Joel S. Goldsmith explains, the Christ is the true identity of every individual. It is the divine self which is one with God. When this truth is understood, spiritual life begins to change dramatically. Step presentation. Step 3 follows the logic of Steps 1 and 2 beautifully. If your Father is Spirit, Step 1, and all that Spirit possesses belongs to you, Step 2, then the next question is, what exactly did you inherit? What is the fullness of this divine sonship? Goldsmith answers, every divine idea is infinite. Every divine idea is omnipresent in mind. And as there is but one mind, whatever is part of or present in this infinite mind is in your mind. And if present in mind, it is evident as manifestation. Whatever is real in God is real in you. Whatever is true of infinite life is true of your life. Health, wholeness, beauty, joy, love, harmony. These are not achievements. They are inheritances. They are what you already are. Agreeing that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, and that we are joint heirs to all of this infinite kingdom, it becomes necessary only to accept our good, our health, our home or supply. All of these things are a part of the glory of God and became a part of our inheritance the moment we recognized our true parentage. Nothing can ever be lost out of mind. Nothing can ever disappear from consciousness. And all must ever remain as part of that original glory, which is your consciousness. Because God is omnipotence, there is no power to deprive us of any of the glory with which He has endowed us. We can, therefore, declare with emphasis, all the glory I had with thee in the beginning is still mine. Exposition and teaching. This step is particularly healing for those who feel they have fallen from grace, who carry shame, regret, a sense that they've wasted time, that they've lost years to illness or addiction or wrong choices. Goldsmith's answer is radical. Nothing was lost. Because the glory was never in the human experience to begin with, it was always in consciousness. And consciousness doesn't lose things. The appearance of loss, like the appearance of snakes on a tree, it's an illusion requiring not removal, but recognition of what was always there. This is the difference between head knowledge and heart knowledge. The head says, yes, theoretically I understand that spiritual reality is intact. The heart says, I feel it. Right now, in me, whole. That feeling, that is what changes lives. Principle unfolding. Human identity is normally based on the belief, I am a person. But spiritual awakening reveals something different. Behind the human personality is a deeper identity, the Christ self. This Christ self is the individual expression of God. It is the presence that gives life, intelligence, and love. Goldsmith described it this way. The Christ is the indwelling presence of God in man. When we begin to realize this truth, prayer changes. Instead of praying to a distant God, we become aware of the divine presence within. This is why the mystics speak of the kingdom of God within consciousness. Realizing the Christ within brings transformation in several ways. Fear begins to dissolve. Guidance becomes clearer, healing becomes possible. Life becomes more harmonious. The reason is simple. The Christ is the activity of God expressing itself as individual life. Demonstration story, a demonstration story 1. The man who reclaimed 10 lost years, David came to an infinite. Way practitioner after a decade-long struggle with alcohol that had cost him his marriage, his career, and his relationship with his children. He was sober now, but hollow. He said, I feel like I'm already dead and just haven't stopped moving yet. The practitioner did not address the past. She gave him step 3. Sit with this, she said. The glory I had in the beginning is still mine. Not was mine, is mine. Nothing that happened in time could touch what exists in eternal consciousness. David was skeptical. That sounds like pretending the last 10 years didn't happen. No, she said. It's recognizing that your real identity was untouched by those 10 years. The man you thought you destroyed, he was never in the bottle to begin with. Over several months of working with this step in meditation, really feeling it, not just thinking it, David described a gradual dissolution of the internal hollowness. He later reconnected with his adult children, found work he loved, and became a sponsor himself. He told his practitioner, I stopped trying to earn back my identity and realized I'd never lost it. It was the most healing thing I've ever experienced. Story 2, Healing Through Recognition of the Christ. A student once struggled with a deep sense of personal inadequacy. Every attempt to improve through effort only strengthened the feeling of limitation. During meditation, she encountered the realization, the Christ within is my true identity. Her real self was not a limited personality, but the divine expression of God. As she began to live from that realization, confidence and strength emerged naturally. The struggle disappeared because identity had shifted. Story 3, Guidance. From the inner presence, a young professional faced an important life decision regarding career direction. Instead of relying only on analysis, he turned inward in quiet meditation. He contemplated the truth. The Christ within is divine intelligence. Within that stillness, a clear direction appeared. He followed it and later discovered it opened the path to opportunities he had never imagined. Story 4, Healing of Relationship Conflict. Two individuals had been in serious conflict for years. When one of them began to practice this step, he shifted his perception. Instead of seeing the other person as an adversary, he recognized the Christ presence within them both. Gradually, the hostility dissolved. What had seemed impossible suddenly resolved itself. Heart practice. This week's heart practice is one of the most tender in the series, Sit Quietly. Let yourself become very still. And if you carry any grief, any sense of loss, any weight of I've wasted time or I've fallen too far, let it be present. Don't push it away. Then, from beneath that weight, let these words rise gently. The glory I had in the beginning with Thee, Father, is still mine. Nothing that has happened in time has altered what I am in eternity. My wholeness is intact. My joy is intact. My love is intact. Nothing was lost because everything real lives in consciousness, and consciousness does not lose. Stay there, breathe. Let the words drop below the mind into the heart, into the body. If tears come, let them. That is often the sound of the heart recognizing what the head couldn't. Realize the truth about yourself. The truth that has always been true is true now and will always be true, and you will find the harmony revealing itself in your experience. Let us take a few more moments of quiet contemplation. Become still. Release the sense of personal identity. Consider this realization: the Christ is my true identity. The Christ is the presence of God within me. The Christ is the source of life, intelligence, and love. I and the Father are one. Let that realization deepen in silence. Step 3 is perhaps the most healing of all 7 steps because it reaches the people who feel most beyond reach. If that is you or someone you love, stay with this step this week. Let it do its work. In Step 4, Goldsmith turns our attention to the power that is already within. He that is within you is greater than he that is in the world. We'll discover what it means to stop looking out there for power and realize the infinite has never been anywhere but here. If this message touched something in you, share it with anyone carrying a weight they believe is permanent. This teaching says, nothing real was ever lost. Like the video, subscribe to Joel Goldsmith Heart Training, and in the comments, tell us, what would change for you if you truly felt that your divine inheritance is fully intact right now? See you in Step 4. The willingness to let go of the authorship we never truly had. If you feel called to participate in this quiet unfolding of consciousness, you will find a Show Love link, an appeal for quiet participation in this unfolding of consciousness across the world. The Show Love link is there, a simple, beautiful way to let love flow through this work. Subscribe. The next teaching deepens this journey. And remember, the life that lives you is already perfect. Closing realization. The third step reveals a profound spiritual truth. God is not separate from man. The divine presence lives within us as the Christ. When we begin to recognize this presence, life becomes guided from within rather than driven by external forces. If the Christ is present within us, how do we respond to the difficulties and appearances of the world? The next step answers that question with a surprising teaching from the Gospel of Matthew. Resist not evil. This principle reveals the secret of spiritual healing.